Hey everyone, just checking to see if this thing is working. Yeah, it looks like we're working. Welcome everyone. Welcome to another Thursday live stream. Today I want to talk about something. So one of the things that I hear, and maybe I've said this myself over the years, I can't quite recall, although I'm not really, don't really have this personality, is I need variety in my diet, right? I can't eat the same thing every day, and I need, um, need to spice it up. I get bored, etc., etc. Now, when I hear these kind of messages, of course, the first reaction always when you hear anything as a coach, coaches, I know you listen to me sometimes. The first time when you hear anything is compassion. Okay. Even if someone says, I don't know, someone admits to doing something bad or something, the first emotion you have, the first reaction you have always has to be rooted in compassion. Otherwise, you are not a coach. You're not fit to coach. Okay. Stop coaching if you can't respond with compassion, number one. But then number two, we have to help our clients dig into these kind of feelings, these kind of emotions, and to understand what exactly is going on and what could be going on. So first of all, is it true that humans need variety in their diets? Is that a truth? Certainly, just looking around, talking with my friends and so on, not everybody needs variety. Some people feel like they do, some people feel like they don't. That's point number one. Point number two, thinking more from the anthropological, paleoanthropological point of view. If, say, you're part of a small group and say you kill a large animal, and we have lots of fossil evidence that that's what humans did. They killed massive animals, animals 2 or 3 times the size of the modern elephant, sometimes 5 times the size of the modern elephant, depending on what we're talking about and when. That was enough to feed, an elephant today is probably going to feed, I don't know, 100 people for a week. Um, Maybe not 100, maybe 30 people for a week or something like that. So, and now you're talking about something several times the size of that. So you're going to be eating that meat until you get super sick of it, right? Similarly, if the berries come into bloom, I was watching a video. There's some great videos on YouTube about a place called Yakutsk in Siberia, one of the coldest places on earth. And when it's summer there, when the berries come into season, you see them, they are eating all the damn berries. Like they're trying to get them all into their mouths. They're eating the same thing again and again and again. Admittedly, for the berries, it's a very short period of time. But this idea of variety doesn't really occur to them because, again, they are in a culture of scarcity, right? Now, what is variety doing for us? I mean, I think that what we are doing when we say we want variety, I think what we might be doing in some cases is we might be giving ourselves license to engage in emotional eating. In other words, I'm eating because I like the taste, I like the texture, I want something salty, I want something sweet, I want something vinegary. No judgment here, but that is serving a purpose for you other than nutrition, other than trying to get you the essential fats, essential amino acids that you need in order to survive. And so when you're eating out of variety, when you're eating, saying I need this and I need that and so on, I would just question that. And again, there's no judgment. I mean, I myself, I eat stuff I'm not supposed to all the time. All right, I know I shouldn't be eating all the time. I eat a small amount of chocolate, not as much as I used to, but I still eat some of it, right? So no judgment, but you have to question, why are you doing that? Why are you engaging that behavior? And it's not, if you say it's because I need variety, just be aware that that's probably not a need. That's probably something that you're superimposing on that. And what you can do, and I've done this, and I haven't found any negative consequences to doing it, to be perfectly honest, is just make a commitment that you're going to have the same meal every day for 30 days or the same 2 meals. I don't care if you eat 1 meal a day, 2 meals a day, even 3 meals a day, but just make a commitment. You're going to do the same thing and you're going to choose the healthiest food you eat. For me, it was steak and eggs, right? I think it was a ribeye steak. This was some years ago before I got on my current lamb kick. It was like a ribeye steak and like 4 eggs. That was my meal, and I was going to have it once or twice a day, and that's all I ate for 30 days, and it was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. Um, I didn't feel like I was really missing variety and all that kind of stuff. Right? It served. It was nutritionally complete. It's had the essential amino acids. It had the essential fats. It had what I needed in order to survive. So would I say that that's the only way to do it? No, you can devise different meals. You can devise different plans, but just try to sort of bore yourself for a little while. Because what's going to happen after a little while? This happened to me on the third or fourth day. Maybe on the second or third day, I was like, man, I'm sick of ribeyes. Maybe I'll try something else. I'll try a different kind of steak or something. But by the fourth or the fifth day, you actually start to crave the ribeyes. Now, this I learned from Dr. Eric Westman. I don't know if those of you who follow him, he's like a keto doctor who was a disciple of Dr. Atkins back in the 80s and 90s. What Dr. Westman said was, it says is we crave what we eat. That is very true. If you go for a long time without eating bread, you will not crave the bread. If you go for a long time without eating pasta, without eating cereal, without eating sugar, you will stop craving those things. Now, it doesn't happen on the first day. That's why some people never make it to the point of time when they lose the cravings. Some people just want, they feel like they need, again, this word need. They need that sort of variety. They need that thing. Now, what the word need points us towards is addiction. And again, addiction is defined as having an abusive relationship or not a healthy relationship with the substance, and the substance could be food, right? And so if you're using these various foods as a way to boost your mood, and we all do that. So again, no judgment here. I've been known to use food to boost my mood quite a lot over the years. But you have to become self-aware of that. And you have to sort of ask yourself, okay, when I'm going towards the fridge, am I going for a nutritional event or am I going for an emotional event? And if it's an emotional event, first of all, no judgment. If you need that piece of chocolate or whatever, go for it. That packet of crisps, nothing to say about it. However, over time, can we learn to broaden our toolkit? Can we learn that it's not just the fridge that can be involved in emotion management? Can we go outside and jump up and down? Can we do a little meditation, yoga exercise? Can we do a little qigong? Can we do just some breath work? Just hear me standing at my computer. Can I lengthen my breath? Even that one little cleaning breath, I can feel my energy has changed just with that one breath, right? Because it's the middle of the day here. I'm kind of tired. I'm doing a lot of work. I'm making a new webinar on sustained energy for those who are interested. That'll be live soon. So, just learning to expand the toolkit of ways by which we can stabilize our emotions is a hugely important thing that all of us should be learning, frankly, should be the things that we learn in childhood, things that we need to be healthy adults. So those are some thoughts. I see Garuda Legends is in the house. Hey, man, good to see you. Yeah, good to see you over there. Thanks, everyone, and we'll see you in the next live stream.